Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome to another live stream from Flawless Rage 2. It's Thursday, and you know what that means. It is chat show night. That's right. Flawless and Tea Party chat show is here. And tonight we are going to be talking about a very interesting topic. It's not the one that I said a few nights ago. I've changed it. Not even Tea Party knows what it is. So this is going to be interesting. Before we get into this live stream and get sorted, I better introduce the man. He is my nephew. He is awesome. He loves gaming, and he also loves a good mass debate. It is the one and the only Tea Party Gaming. How you doing tonight, T?
I'm fine, how are you? And guess what? You change your mind like women change their clothes, you do. 1 minute it's this topic, 1 minute it's that topic. You change your mind like women change their clothes.
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
Right, okay. Well, I know we have audio because I can hear your loud mouth on there. So
I can hear it as well.
Right.
You can be loud as well. We all can be loud. We all that, actually. We all can be.
Okay, so let's load up the mowers and see what we got to do on this fine evening.
I wonder if we get any spies. I'm joking.
I'm going to say yeah, because yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, they're obsessed with me. What can I say?
I know they're obsessed. I know. They fancy you and everything.
Oh, for fuck's sake, why'd you have to go and say that?
Because it's funny and truthful, probably.
You are a jolly old bean. Right.
Oh, but come on, there's no other reason why they watch you, is there?
Well, I don't know. You're actually scaring me now.
They're obsessed with you.
T, stop it.
And you're stalkers, should we say? You know, YouTubers and that get stalkers, don't they?
Yeah, but I don't want them.
I know you don't. That's what happens.
Right, let's load this one up then. So what have we got? Employee is moi. Confirm contract and start. Here we go. Right. So let's get into this. Yes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to hop on my mower. What do we need? We need to fill it with fuel.
Oh, yeah. It won't work if not.
50 quid to change the cutting blades. Jesus wept.
Well, with the cost of living nowadays, it wouldn't surprise me.
Funny you should say that.
Oh, God. Here we go. Here we go.
Tonight's topic is the cost of living, and...
Oh, is it now?
It is the cost of living, and it is also the strikes that have been happening since last year.
Right, okay. Right.
Before I go any further, I'm going to change the cut height on this bitch. Let's engage the blades and see if it moans at me. You're cutting at the wrong height. Right, okay. It's not moaning at me. Have we got it sorted? Oh, yes, there we go.
I was a bit worried about my game the other day.
What's that got to do with the cost of living?
I'm just telling you, like the Sims, right? You know when I told you there was problems of error and it kept crashing?
Yeah.
Well, they had a big update the other day because of the new pack that's come out. And I thought, please don't have problems, you know, because after the last update. It was going fine after the update. I was playing it fine, and next minute, I was playing it for a bit, and guess what I came up with? Error. I thought, here we fucking go. And guess what? It's been playing fine since. I left it alone like the other night when it happened. I left it alone, try again another day, and it's playing fine.
This has actually stopped moaning at me now, so we can start. So yes, here in the UK, I don't know if it's been happening anywhere else in the world, but we've been recently having price hikes everywhere, and they call it the cost of living crisis. Now, it's a bit of a piss take. It's, you know, and things have just skyrocketed so much in the past just few months. And my first question tonight to Tea Party is, what things have you noticed go up in price, and how has it affected you?
it's ridiculous. It's just gone mad how it's just gone up. Yeah, fair enough. People say I had it easy because I'm living with my mother still and all this bollocks. But I still notice the cost of living, and it's fucking ridiculous. You can't afford to live.
Yeah.
It's just it's like even when you go shopping, you can't even afford your essentials anymore, or stuff like that. And you know, I don't go on a train as much, only to when I want to go up the city and that. But it's just ridiculous. Like money don't go far anymore as it used to be.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just getting out of hand now. How else are people gonna live? You know, apparently it's going up next month. Apparently even more.
Who do you blame for it?
Putin.
Right. Why do you blame him?
Well, before
apart
yeah.
from the fact that he's a twat.
Well, yeah, but like, yeah, fair enough. The price do go up every year a little bit, you know, but it's not as bad as it was. It's not as bad as it used to be, right? Yeah, it goes up a few pence here and there. Well, since the war in Ukraine and all that stuff, and Ukraine is coming over because of what happened, that's how it started. Like, you know how they say, if there's a war going on somewhere else, there's a war somewhere else, but it's not as bad as the war they're having. Like, our war is this. The cost of living, and debates and all that, and, you know, the government and all that. I blame that, pretty much, the government and Putin. Because if it weren't for him doing what he did, chucking his toys at the pram, you know, because he didn't get his own fucking way,
yeah,
we wouldn't be in this mess. We would be in this mess. They do say wars do cause more wars than everywhere else.
And what have you noticed? What sort of things have you noticed go up in price? Like, name a product you buy or you have bought, and you've noticed a difference on it.
Well, I don't really go shopping that much, but food as well sometimes, that's gone up. Even electric and gas, Christ, that's gone up.
Yeah.
As well, you know, that's the main one that's gone up. And
right.
It's getting ridiculous now.
Now I've noticed it because I'm shopping pretty much every single morning.
Yeah.
I go into a shop.
Yeah.
And you know that I like to eat a lot of chicken, fish, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you know, I thought once that I'm going to buy this box of place that they had in the supermarket. Now, before when I bought that has been like £3.25. This is before it all kicked off, right?
Fucking hell.
I've now. Well, yeah, you go in the supermarket now, and I looked at it. I thought, yeah, I'd like to have that again.
Yeah.
It's now £5.35.
Fucking hell. That's what I mean. That's mad.
Now I know it's because it's fish and that's got to be sustainable, and I get that.
Yeah.
But you know, at the end of the day, if they can charge £3 odd, you know, for this product, then why can't they keep it at sort of like that price? I mean, you've also got to think as well that how much do these things really cost to manufacture? And you see things on TV that make you want to fucking swear.
Yeah.
There's lots of things that make me want to swear. There's people that make me want to swear. There's all sorts of people. But
yeah,
one of the things that, you know, really gets on my nerves is sort of like, you go on TV and you watch them and they're sort of like saying, right, within the next hour, British Gas or whatever company, you know, are going to announce their total profit for the past year. And because of all of this fucking cost of living going on, their profits have skyrocketed into the billions.
Yeah.
Now, I know that sort of like some electric companies have been putting like £60-70 a month in people's electric meters and stuff like that. But £60 ain't nothing when they're bringing in this much money to their company.
Yeah.
How much is it costing them to produce this electric and gas? And also, how much is it, you know, how much of a saving are they actually passing on to the customer? You know,
it's outrageous how it's got.
It is.
And we're supposed to live. We're supposed to survive, right? Yeah, maybe we're one of the richest countries out there. There is other rich ones out there, but we're getting the poor as the we're getting that way. Next minute we'll be giving up our homes and living in a cardboard box. Next.
Well, that's the thing, you see. That all comes into it. You've got to think, this cost of living affects everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking everything. Hello, third viewer. You know, it affects absolutely everything. I mean, you think about it. How much you going into the shop and paying for, you know... I mean, my mum, she lives across the way from this... like co-op shop, and I've known her to go in there. The last time I actually went up to see her, I actually went over the co-op shop with her. She literally got a basket full of stuff, and it cost 40 quid.
Fucking hell.
For just a basket of shopping. There weren't even much in there. 40 quid.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Now, a lot of people are going to be thinking, well, what are you moaning about 40 quid for? 40 quid's 40 quid. Well...
If you got the money, you won't complain, will ya?
Well, of course you won't if you're fucking rolling in it, you know. If you're rolling in that much money, go roll in pig shit as well. You may as well. And
exactly.
you know, and it's like these things that are supposed to be helping us. You know, save money. Like, do this on your electric; it'll save you money. Do this and that. Fucking, you know, they're already trying to drill into people, and they have been for a few years now to. Buy electric cars. Bitch, I don't want a fucking electric car. I don't want a go-kart. I want a real car that's got a fucking engine. You know.
You want a go-kart, go to the fair.
Exactly.
You know.
And, you know, the whole cost of living thing has just got completely out of fucking hand. And, you know, it still rages on and it still goes and nothing much has really changed. And I'm beginning to wonder now, sort of like, with all of this level of inflation, because let's face it, that's what it is. Are things going to get better, or, you know, are things not going to get better? I mean, you also have to think as well that, you know, a lot of this profit, on every single thing you buy, it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's food, whether it's batteries, whether it's, you know, toilet roll, whether it's fucking CDs, anything you buy has got tax on it. That tax goes to the government.
Yeah.
So if the tax is going to the government and prices have been hiked up, myself, I don't see it getting any better, and I do see it getting worse because prices, like you said, are going up next month. And thank you, by the way, government, for always raising fucking prices in my birthday month, motherfuckers. You know, you know,
bastards.
It is. They are. There's a lot of them there's a lot of them in this world. But you know, it just gets on my fucking nerves that sort of like this whole cost of living thing. Now, if you're a rich bastard who, you know, who can afford everything and who gets handed everything fucking to him on a silver platter, because if you don't get it, you'll cry and kick like a fucking silver spoon-fed baby, then fair enough, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if sort of like you're struggling and you've got a home to run, you've got kids to feed, you've got kids to clothe, you know, and everything, it's a bit fucking tricky at times.
It's like when children, when they get adulthood, they move out their parents, right? And some of them now going back home because they can't afford to live on their own. They have to go back to their parents' house because of it. You know?
Yeah, that's just...
So some people want their independence and stuff, right? And they can't have that because of it.
Yeah. It's getting fucking stupid now, and really something needs to be done, but will anything be done? Will it bollocks? As long as
we all need to come together and burn the fucking parliament down. That's what we need to fucking do. You know?
Okay.
Finish. What's his name? Left off.
Guy Fawkes.
Yeah.
Yeah, only a few years fucking late, eh?
Well, yeah, but we need to finish what the job off he started.
Well, it isn't sort of like that. It's sort of like, you know, and you go in. I mean, I'm not a political person at all, right? But I've got a rough gist of it. I've basically got the rough gist that every single government is corrupt. You can't believe a fucking word that any of them says.
No.
About anything. Fucking the cost of living, how much things cost to produce, fucking viruses that they invent, things like that. You can't believe a word that they say.
No.
And, the price hike is just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Prices going up so many percent, and they keep going up daily. I mean, I've seen... Right, I'm not proud of it, but I'm a smoker, right? I go to the shop, and 1 minute, a packet of cigarettes is going to cost me, like £9.55, let's say. Then you go there literally 2 days after, and the price I'm actually paying per packet now is £10.65.
Fucking hell.
And
I'm so glad I don't smoke.
No, it's it's absolutely ridiculous. But that to me is like I know a lot of people wouldn't, but I actually class that as an essential because I have I have certain mental health issues. And just sort of like stepping outside and just having a quick smoke, helps with that sometimes. When you need that little extra thing.
Yeah.
I don't really drink. I will drink on occasion. Oh, hello.
Yeah.
We've got the buzzer going off. I've got to go and fucking empty the grass bagger. But it's sort of like, the prices of things. I mean, is there one thing that you or your mum has bought before that you've noticed go up by a certain amount of money? I mean, what do you think is the most expensive thing?
I don't know. Meat mostly.
Right.
But we always have the same old food. It's because we can't afford anything else.
Yeah.
We have pizza, burger, chips, that's the cheapest thing we can actually afford. You know? Everything else is just expensive. They say you need this meat, you need a certain food in your diet, you need this, you need that. How can you if you can't afford it?
Yeah.
I've been told my iron is low, before my blood test before, right? And they said you need to eat this certain meat to get your iron up. Have you got the fucking money for it? Because I fucking ain't.
Yeah. Exactly, they do say that. You have people contradicting you all the time, saying, "Oh, you should have this, you should have that." They're not putting the hand in the pocket to fucking pay for it. Oh, they don't give a fuck about your financial situation. But one thing about the whole cost of living, which makes it a bit sad, and that actually really, really pisses me off, is that there's been more than one story of people abandoning their pets because they can no longer afford to feed them.
Yeah, I heard that, and that's fucking wrong. That's fucking wrong.
No, I don't care what you got, cat, dog, rat, hamster. I don't care what you got, right? Hell, you could have a mouse, but you got to think that's still an animal. It's still got a right to fucking live, and you bought that.
The third person's still here.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, chat in the chat. Say hi.
Yeah, and drop a like as well. Because this is the best channel for everything. People are getting rid of their pets and stuff, and I'm like, what? When I first heard that, I thought, are you actually serious? Somebody bought an animal. I don't care what the animal is, but they bought the animal, and the way that I look at things, by buying an animal, you agree to take care of it, look after it, feed it, water it. If it's something like a dog or whatever, walk it. If it's a caged animal or whatever, clean it out and stuff. And a lot of people are abandoning animals just because they can no longer afford to feed them. Now, who do I blame for it? Well, I blame Putin as well because he's a dickbag. But also I also blame Brexit and things like that as well, because
Oh,
that's
we all wanted a general election, don't we? We've always said we want a general election. I can't remember the last time we had one. If we had a fucking general election, I don't think we'll be in this fucking mess.
no, we would actually be able to choose who we wanted
Yeah.
in power, but unfortunately,
We didn't get it.
we don't get that luxury. We don't get that option. We're told here you're going to have this twat in charge, and fucking,
Yeah.
good luck to you. I mean, that all started with Mr. Virus himself, Boris Johnson.
It's the virus.
You know, he weren't getting no general election. He was getting more like a general election by getting his missus fucking up the duff. And you know, he was I think it's all Brexit, a lot of it anyway.
Yeah.
Because you think about it, by exiting the European Union, they don't have deals anymore.
No.
You exit that, you can kiss deals fucking goodbye on cheap getting products cheaper and passing that saving on to the people of your country. And I mean, I feel fucking, even though it costs us a fair bit of money to buy food in and stuff now, I personally think that, and my heart fucking goes out to like Ukraine and that, for instance, because they ain't got fuck all. You got to think, yes, things cost a lot, but we're still better off than they are right now.
In some ways, but like it's been going on for years, bringing people like that over here. Anyways, even before this happened, it's been going for years, and that's why we're overpopulating. We're all here trying to save the world and trying to save the planet. The foresters, the woods, the farms. If it weren't for the farmers, we wouldn't be having what we want. Meat.
If it wasn't,
milk,
I mean,
right?
you know what? You got a good point there. We can touch on that.
Right. And obviously we're now getting overpopulated because of the cost of living, people coming over here, getting houses, more houses being built. We are ruining our planet because of it. That's why they're killing us off, because of how overpopulated we're getting.
Yeah. I totally agree.
That is wrong.
Yeah.
Like we have to give up our home for someone who comes over here. Yeah, they're poor. Yeah, feel sorry for them. But why should we, if we're born here and lived and paid the money, our taxes, all our lives?
Yeah.
And then and they say, and there's people like that saying, right, save the world, save this, save that. Yeah, we're trying, but when the government's bringing people over here and building houses, building flats, and all that for people to live in, we can't.
Yeah, and and let people drive what they want. Don't force them to drive spaceships. No fucking joke. I was getting some money out of the ATM the other day to go and get fuck all out of the shop, and literally behind me, I turned around. I thought there was a spaceship behind me. I literally heard bloop, 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 bloop. I thought, what the fuck's going on here? Turned around, it was a fucking Tesla reversing. I thought, you dumb motherfucker, why don't you get a proper car?
That would be cool though. It'd be cool to drive a spaceship though.
Yeah. Right, so another question for you before we move on to our next topic is, how do you think the government can fix this?
Give us a fucking proper Prime Minister! Give us what we want! That's the answer I give you. Give us what we want. We want a general election so we can give our opinions and our choice who we want. Not what you fucking want, what we want. I think that's what I say. Give us what we want. Not what you want, what we want. There's your answer.
What? So basically, you think a different prime minister, yeah?
Yeah.
No, like I said, I'm not political at all. I don't fucking bother with it. I'm that guy who can't sit there and watch prime minister's questions without taking the piss.
Especially Boris Johnson.
Well, you think about it. Have you ever watched prime minister's questions? It's the most dullest thing on TV. Right? They sit there and literally, I didn't know if I was watching fucking TV or if I'd been transported to a farm, right? Someone says something and all behind me here, yeah. I'm like, fucking hell, where's the sheep? And And I'm thinking, what the fuck? These are people who are controlling our fucking lives.
I know, it's mad, isn't it? It's like, Christ, we got fucking donkeys and fucking, oh, I don't know, fucking donkeys running the country, I think.
Now, like I said, I am not political, but
no,
you know, these sort of like parties and stuff, and you know, like Labour and Lib Dems and fucking all of that. Who would you have in charge?
I don't fucking know. I'm not a political person. I don't follow it. I can't be arsed with it.
Do you know what? I know one. I know one party that would be good at it. The Monster Raven Loony Party. That is a real thing. No shit, they are a real party, and I think they'd do a better fucking job.
That sounds funny.
Yeah, the Monster Raven Loony Party. Very, very 80s name, but you know, I think sort of like that they would do a better job at it. You know, and get this.
Yeah, probably.
And anyone, just get this country back on track. Don't fucking, you know, make it so that people who struggle, like single mothers and that. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if anybody who's going to watches it. But there's a soap called EastEnders, and there's a storyline on there with Stacey Slater, where her and her mum have been cleaning this office, and she saw this door open, and there's this big cash pot, and that was full of 20s and 5s and 10s, and she helped herself to a load.
Yeah.
And you know,
I don't blame her.
And the only reason she did it is so she could feed her family. Now, I know that's only a soap opera, but it also mimics real life. Yeah. Because people are struggling like that. People who don't have, you know, any money. People who have kids to feed, pets to feed when they're not being wankers and getting rid of them. People who have, you know, all sorts of things going on in their life, but have to try and make the best work. And there's no point in fucking the government saying anything like, well, you need to get out to work. And
that's nothing. That's nothing they're going to do. Stop people who's on benefits to get them out in work. What about if people are not fit for work?
What about if they're well, it isn't just not fit for work. What about it's sort of like they have no qualifications, and none of these employer motherfuckers give them a chance at the most basic job?
Well, I heard apparently you can have to learn maths up to about 18 years old. Do you know what they're doing? Having fucking maths robots now for people to work. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know. So then they get more richer.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
The rich get rich and the poor die trying.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
it's like game of Jumanji, innit? It's like a game of Jumanji, Survivor.
Do you know what? Sometimes I feel like going outside and yelling Jumanji just in case this isn't reality.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's just getting ridiculous.
It is. It's getting fucking stupid. Anyway.
They say if you still live at home with your parents or you're lucky, you're this. We do realise what the cost of living's like, though. We're not that stupid. If
you live at home with your parents but you're not getting much money coming in, then how is that benefiting anybody? It's not. Shut up, bitch. They don't know what they're talking about.
Exactly.
Right. Okay, so that was a little bit of a rant there about the cost of living. I don't know if you guys agree out there or not. These are just our opinions.
Yeah.
And now we're going to move on to our next topic, which in a way sort of involves the cost of living as well. But it's about strikes.
Ah, right, yeah. Strikes,
all of these companies have been striking, whether it be post, rail, nurses, ambulance, teachers, just to name but a few. T, where do you stand on the whole strike thing?
Fucking ridiculous.
Right.
Fucking stupid. Like, as we just talked about the cost of living and trying to get people getting a job and that. If you get people like that who's striking, be fucking lucky you got a job. And got money coming in.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I mean, it's, you know, now people have always striked. They do have a right to protest and they do have a right to strike.
Yeah.
But multiple strikes? Are you actually taking the piss? There's companies out there, like, for instance, Royal Mail, who have been striking, where they're not delivering people's post, and then they get a backlog of stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, and then they've got to try and catch up and deliver it, you know. And I think they have caught up because, I've been ordering things off eBay and they've been coming quite quickly, so something must be going right. That
That's a
reminds me.
change.
That reminds me. Check out Vinyl Friday tonight. And but the ones that piss me off the most. Now, it isn't so much the Royal Mail striking that pisses me off the most because, eventually you're going to get your post through. If you've got to wait an extra couple of days for a parcel, no harm, no foul, as long as they don't fucking lose it, right?
Yeah.
But the things what piss me off the most. Now, I've got 2 kids, and they adore their cousin Tea Party, by the way. But also they, have been. My daughter, especially, not my son, but my daughter has her school had about 2 strikes now, and they got more planned, I think. Now, there's something about that makes me laugh. So, over this past winter, it's been a bloody harsh winter. We aren't quite out of the woods yet.
They say they say they care about a kid's education and that during the C word, should we say, the fakeness, should we say, the fake virus, should we say, right? And they said,
Yeah.
oh, we're ruining kids' kids' education. We're going to open schools, we're going to close schools, and all that. How are you going to care about their education if you're going to keep fucking striking? You're not, are you?
No, you're not.
That's another thing,
Well, that brings me back to it, you see. It's been I don't know where my van is. Oh, shit. No, it isn't through... Oh, yes, it is through here. Right. No, and that's the fucking gate. Oh, crap.
Getting lost,
It's over here. I am just a little bit. That's the cost of living. I still my head in. No, right. It's
You brought that up.
It's sort of like there's been a harsh winter and there's been a lot of illnesses about, whether it be cold, flu, sickness bugs, whatever. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So a few weeks ago, I get a call saying that my daughter's attendance level has gone down.
I wonder why.
And
Not her fault.
no, it's not her fault at all. But at the same time, they want to ask, why has she been off? Is everything okay? And I'm like, number one, yeah, everything is fine. It's got fuck all to do with you. And number two, that they've been ill. Now, the interesting thing to me is, teachers especially, they don't seem to, care about attendance when they're striking, and don't seem to give a fuck about a child, learning whatever they want to learn, whether it be maths, English, all the lessons that kids do. They don't care about kids, development when they're striking. But then they want to moan, they want to ring up and moan at you about, things like, yes, their attendance is low. Well, they would have had another day at school if you didn't fucking stand outside your gate waving your fucking flags like a twat because you want another 20 quid in your fucking pay packet.
It's the same when, before all this happened, when they were having their skill day, whatever they call it, right? Why can you not fucking do it while the kids are on holiday? Why do you have to have a day of kids having off school? Why can't you do it while they're in the fucking holiday? That's what pissed my mother off when I was at school and they kept having those days, those skill days, whatever they call it, right?
Teachers' training days, you mean?
Yeah, that's it. Yes, teachers' training day, right? Every time you had say 6 weeks for holiday, right, for school, right? You go back, right, and they say, oh, we're having this day because we're having a training day. Why can I do it all the way through that 6 weeks holiday? While kids were off school. That's another thing they do as well.
Yeah.
And that's fucking ridiculous.
Well, they've always done that. Now, the kids, they don't care. They love it. They love being at home, especially mine, because they both have PS4s. So but and I know that sort of like schools and stuff. I will get to this in a minute. I'm just having a chat and just finishing off my tea party. They talk about all these kids having skills and one thing and another, but like I say, they don't really give a fuck about anything when they're on strike. Now, I also think that no matter what company it is, not just teachers, but everyone else who's been striking, you've got to think that they might be standing outside the gates, with flags going, "We want more money, we want more money," right? But that's still a working.
Up your arse, then.
that's still a working day for them. They're getting Stan to pay out to stand outside, waving a flag and wanting people to honk at them in support. Now, funny thing is about the Royal Mail, in the local town where me and Tea-Pie live, which we won't name because of stalkers, but in the town where we live, I have actually been out shopping, been on the way home, had a Royal Mail van go past me, and it went past the bloke who was in front of me, and he actually shouted, "Decided to do your fucking job, have you?" Right?
Truthful, though.
Yes, truthful. But, like I said, the Royal Mail doesn't really bother me. It's the trains that bother me. It's the teachers that bother me. It's the ambulances and nurses that bother me. Now, let's talk a little bit about each and every single one of those. We've already spoken about teachers. Okay, they should, instead of thinking about sort of like, we want an extra few quid in our fucking wage packet every month, although we get paid a fucking enough anyway. The
nurses, doctors, I feel sorry for.
Go ahead. Why do you say that? Why do you say that? Lead into it. Why do you say that?
Well, they've always struggled with their wages anyways. We all know that they don't get enough pay. They will understand that they are overworked as well. They do so much, we're lucky enough we've got free healthcare and everyone else haven't, and they do so well and struggle. And, if you got a well-paid job like a dentist, right, then you're fucking just laughing, aren't you? But then you get these nurses and doctors and all that who's struggling. If you're a really well-paid doctor, yeah, fair enough, but the more rich ones are the dentists. The amount of fucking money they charge you, just check out your fucking teeth. It's ridiculous.
Okay. I'm going to agree and disagree with you there. Yes, the NHS are overworked. They don't have enough staff. And they should be, getting, a little something extra. If not, the people who are in charge should be hiring more doctors, more nurses to help ease the burden. But at the same time, it's a case of, yes, they might deserve these things, but also, if you're going to strike with your, standing outside, and if you're also going to strike by standing outside, whether you're an ambulance worker or a nurse, you are literally putting someone's life at risk. Now, I'm assuming I'm assuming that nurses got the job and doctors get their jobs and stuff by, even sort of like paramedics who come out. I'm pretty sure that they, got their job because they want to help people and stuff. Well, if somebody's at home and they collapse or something, and you don't see that as an urgent thing to, you don't see that as an urgent thing to go out if you're an ambulance driver for, or you need urgent care in hospital, and the nurses that you need are standing outside waving flags, then, it kind of sort of like is a bit of the better of two evils kind of thing. I think I do think they deserve more money, but I don't think that they really should strike. Although they have the right to, I don't think they should strike, because at the end of the day, they're there to make people, keep people healthy, get people well, and stuff like that. And like I say, by striking, a person might really need them one day. They're outside striking, and somebody could lose a family member or something because they want more money. And I do agree they do need more money, but come on, there's got to be another way around it. Hiring people like why don't they hire more nurses and stuff? Now, that I blame the government for, but I also do think that they should not strike, really. And if they are going to strike, at least do it in sort of like stages, sort of like try and strike up a deal and actually try and agree to the deal, because if you're being offered more money in your wage packet, then, all well and good. I mean, I wouldn't want them to fucking, say yes to fucking stupid money like an extra fiver or something. They deserve more than that. I personally think, right, that nurses and the NHS deserve about another 15% in their wage packet, because they do work bloody hard. They do work bloody hard. They do sort of like, they are lifesavers and stuff. But, unless sort of like, I mean, the case I've seen on TV is sort of like some nurses are saying, we don't want to, but we feel like we have to. I can understand that, but I don't think that you should be leaving patients, It's the people who are in the hospitals and people who need to get to hospital in ambulances that I think about, because they're people's family members, That's like all the same. Say like if it was, somebody who, some old lady fell down, broke a hip, or something.
Oh, my hip.
Yeah. And, and sort of like, was laying there with nobody to come and help her, no ambulance is coming to help, and she's got to lay there in pain. She could actually die there because nobody is coming. If she's got no way, if basically she hasn't got many relatives or none near her.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, she could call for an ambulance.
I understand that part, but I say they are overworked as well.
Oh, I agree that they're overworked. I agree that they're overworked. And, I mean, I've got massive respect for the NHS. Please, people out there, don't get it fucking twisted. I've got massive respect for them.
As I said about the dentist, that's fucking ridiculous prices they fucking charge you.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous. Like, I had to pay for get my fucking tooth done. There's only a little fake bit in the front of my teeth. I had to pay.
Yeah.
Because I've come off the NHS list because of the fucking COVID shit.
All right.
That's why.
No, obviously we know how we stand on that. I don't actually believe in COVID.
No, but you know what I mean? That's the reason. We all got off the NHS because free medical and all that because of the fucking that shit. That's why. They took us off because of it. So I had to pay to get my tooth done.
So yes, I agree that the NHS should strike in stages, and I agree that they need more money. But let's sort of like see if we can work something out so people don't lose anybody, because enough people lost them during the, as they like to call it, pandemic. So, let's try and just be, sensible about it and everything. Now, let's move on to train drivers.
With our government, we can't.
Well, yeah. No, they're still striking even now. I think even there was train strikes on this very day. And, by the way, people out there, raise some hell, say hell yeah, happy 316 day. It's a wrestling thing.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw it on Facebook. You put that on there.
Yeah. And, now, I think that sort of like playing things like Train Sim World has given me an insight into what train drivers have to do. Now, if you think about it, yes, they work long hours and they're away from their families and all this, but I personally think that a train driver is the most cushiest job in the world. You're sitting there, you get to travel fucking here, there and everywhere every day, and especially with the new trains, you've literally, okay, yeah, you got to train to be a driver, but especially with the, you have to basically turn a master key on, put it in fucking forward, put a pantograph up, release a circuit breaker, charge brakes, and then release brakes, and off you go.
Yeah.
And you got, you got to stop in the right place. You need to, that should come into your training. Yeah. But do they really need to affect people's days out? People getting to work. People, looking for the reason to get on the train. Now, I love a train ride. I fucking love getting on the train and going up the local city and going to all the usual haunts and and looking for stuff, and then getting back down there, coming home, and it's a nice ride. It's, you know, I love going on the train. But the way it is now, it's sort of like you don't know if you go on there, because some services do still run. But when you go up there, you don't know, am I going to be able to get home? Now, people like me, and I'm not afraid to admit it because I have mental health problems, but people like me can do a train, but we can't do a bus.
I can't travel on buses anyway. I can't travel in cars because I travel sick. I can't travel like that. I have to go on a train.
No, I don't. I mean, I've done a bus before, and it made me quite ill.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I have a travel sickness, and I can't do buses or cars or anything. I have to do a train. You know, I can't.
And you know, and I can't do it because of mental health issues.
I have been on the bus before. I've travelled on the bus before.
Now, when it comes to that, when it comes to mental health issues and not being able to take a bus, if I go on a train in the morning up the local city, there's limited services running. What time am I going to be able to get a train home, if any are running at all? And if I can't get a train home, what am I going to do? Because I can't do a bus. So what do I do? Do I fork out for a taxi? Do I, you know, do I try and get someone to come and pick me up? Although 9 times out of 10, no matter who you call, they're never fucking there to help you. You know, what do you do? What is your view on the whole train situation? Because I know that you use the trains quite frequently. So what is your perspective on that?
Well, if it's an option, I don't, like I said, can't travel on cars. I can't travel on a bus because of I travel not well on there. But if it comes to it, I've been on the bus before, so I'm used to trains, buses, anyways. So if it comes to it and I need to go on the bus, I would do it if I need to.
Right.
You know, because if it comes to it. But 9 times out of 10, I try and avoid to go on a bus or car or anything like that. Because how I don't travel well. But if it comes to if I need to get a bus, I will. So I've been on buses before.
Okay, so
I've gotten confident and used to buses and trains. So.
Okay, so you would actually be okay to, if you went up on the train and you couldn't get back on a train, you'd be happy to jump on a bus back?
Yeah, if it needs to, yeah.
Right, even if it's like an hour ride or so, yeah?
Yeah, that'd be fine by me. As long as I get home, I don't care.
Right, okay. That's quite interesting you say that. That really is quite interesting you say that. Now, at a push to get home, I'd probably think, you know, fuck it, I have to, and I'd probably do it to get home. And I you know, I want to state I have been on buses before. I've been, you know, I've been on buses before when I've gone up the city and stuff to meet people who I used to be friends with. I've got on a bus there. Waste of fucking money that was, going to meet them fuckers, but you know,
here. Hello.
Well, we don't know that.
Well, I've come back.
They'll stay around now if it is them, to see what else we say.
Anyways, carry on.
But you know, but now I can't fucking stand the go stop. I'm that person who, when I go up the city or something, I want to fucking get there and, you know, get what I get done. Now, I've got 2 options. Yeah. I can either walk or I can get in a taxi. 9 times out of 10, I get in a taxi and I'm there in 5 minutes where I want to be.
That's expensive though, taxi as well. Depends on where you're going.
Well, they usually cost about a £5 for me.
Yeah.
Which ain't too bad. It's quite reasonable.
Yeah.
But, you know, what happens... But that's the whole thing with, you know, the trains and stuff. I can't do a bus.
No.
At a push, I probably would, but I can't really do a bus. But, you know, strikes are just fucking ridiculous. What is the... Here's one question for you before we leave. What do you think is the most ridiculous strike that's been going on?
For me, trains.
For you as trains, right?
Yeah, because obviously I go for appointments and stuff and up the city and stuff, and if there's a strike on, like, I don't know, I might have to go to an appointment that winds me up. You know.
Okay.
And that's why.
Okay.
Posts, I'm not really too fast because I haven't really ordered much, really. So I haven't really ordered that much. I only ordered last month, and that was the last time I ordered something.
Right.
And that wasn't so bad.
No, you eventually got your parcel in the end.
Yeah, I got them in that week, and I ordered something for my brother for his birthday that same time as well, roughly, and it came early before his birthday, which was lucky as well.
Yeah.
That same week, so that was handy, really.
Well, at least you got your genital pump, so that's a good thing. Now, oh, hang on, I'm sorry, we're not allowed to banter anymore, are we? I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, banter police. No, I'm joking.
The woke brigade.
Oh, brigade.
Oh dear.
Oh, we can't say this. We can't say that. Oh dear, it's offensive. No, it's what you find offensive.
If you want offensive, come to the right fucking channel.
You know, it's not it's not everyone else find offensive. It's what you find offensive, as I stated before.
We've done that conversation.
Yeah, stop saying it's offensive. Not everyone can agree with you.
No one agrees with it. Get your head out your ass and get on with your life.
Yeah.
Now,
the woke brigade. That's funny.
Okay, so do you know what, T? I think we've done quite well there, and yeah, okay, it might have sounded like a rant, but it was a bit of a discussion about these things. Now, these opinions are our own, you know, and you know, you may agree, you may disagree. Now, please, I know a lot of people sort of like worship the NHS, and so do I. I think they do a fantastic job. Yeah. I mean, I have to admit, in 2020, I don't think there was any point clapping at the sky for them, because that didn't do no fucking good. But, you know, well, you fucking had it, didn't you? People out there clapping at the sky, rattling pots and fucking pans, 8 o'clock every Thursday. I'm like, shut up, I'm trying to watch NXT. You know what I mean? So,
I know.
You know, it was a bit ridiculous, but yeah, I think sort of like, you know, I do think they're overworked, but also if they want to strike, let them go ahead and do it. But it does piss me off, sort of like the fact that somebody could be dying and they are not there. Mm-hmm. And basically somebody's dying alone with no help, no sort of like anything.
Yeah.
And that's the thing what gets me with it. So please don't think I was being offensive to the NHS or nothing. I wasn't. I do respect them. They do a hell of a job.
Yeah.
But right now I am going to say thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for coming in, having a watch, having a spy, and seeing what we've been talking about and that. But yes, it's been quite illuminating, as they say, and it's been quite interesting. And yeah. I've really enjoyed it tonight with Mr. Tea Party Gaming here.
Yes, it's been fun, as always.
Absolutely. Now, next week is Tea Party's topic turn. I don't know what he's going to choose, but Tea Party has to think of a topic for next Thursday, which is when you will hear this glorious gentleman's voice again. So, yes, but before I do go, a couple of things. First of all is Mr. Tea Party Gaming. Once again, dear nephew, thank you for coming on and joining me here tonight.
You're welcome, and thanks for having me again.
Absolutely. Anytime, always welcome. And, yeah, thank you guys out there for watching. And, of course, we ain't done. Oh, no.
No.
Well, Tea Party has a stroke. Let me tell you about...
It's what you say every time. Oh, no.
It's my way of doing things. Fuck off. Yes, we're not done
Oh,
tonight. Oh,
I'm
no, no,
offended.
no, no, no. What we got tonight is, don't forget, between the hours of 12 a.m. and 1 a.m., it is what, T?
Final Friday.
It is. It is Vinyl Friday coming your way between the hours of 12 and 1 a.m. Tonight, UK time. So please tune in and enjoy, especially if you're an MJ fan. So, yes, please take a look, enjoy the video, and that is coming your way tonight, Vinyl Friday, between the hours of 12 and 1. But right now, it is time for me and Mr. Tea Party Gaming here to go. Thank you all so much for watching. It does mean a lot to us that you tuned in, even if I don't like you. And and you know, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, all is welcome, really, apart from him. And yeah, thank you all for watching. All that's left for me to say is, do not forget to subscribe here if you're new. Turn on them post notifications to be notified every single time I upload a brand new video or stream. Also follow me on Instagram at FlawlessRage2. But for right now, guys, it is time for me to go. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care and enjoy Vinyl Friday between 12 and 1. Take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, always remember to be you, be the real you, be the true you, because there's no point in being fake, is there? Take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe. And for me, it's a very good night, everybody.